Alright everybody, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to do a little fab work. We're going to turn this pile of junk here into an adapter to go on my tow bar for my pulling tractor so that I can pull or tow around stock tractors, standard lawnmowers and stuff like that. I've got a couple I need to move that don't run, and I got to take them down to the back shed, and I really don't feel like pushing them, so why not make an adapter for that thing. And basically what it's going to be is, this is going to be the crossbar going here. You can see a little drawing I did here. It's going to have a saddle that goes up under the axle, and then it'll be welded onto the ends here that stand up, and from this point here to this point here on the saddle I need 5 inches. So I've got this piece of stuff here that I cut out before. I'm going to cut it off like right here, or I'm sorry, down here, and then up here I'll make my notch, and I got enough on both sides there to make 2 of them. So then we'll weld them onto the ends, and be a nice little adapter for the around the shop here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this out and get my hole with my drilled through the center with my step bit, just kind of make it a little easier. Then I'm going to lay out here, and I'll bring you guys back after I get this laid out how I'm going to do that. So I'll get that hole drilled and bring you back. Alright guys, I got the first one cut out. As you can see, here's the notch for the, it's going to sit up under the axle. I still got to get a flap disc or a little sanding disc and clean that all up. Cut it to length. I got the hole drilled in the cross piece, and it'll get welded on there about like that. And I'm going to make a second one now, and I just used my little Chicago Electric cut-off tool there. I'll probably switch to my regular die grinder or my regular right angle grinder, because that wheel's getting cut down pretty good, and I don't have another one on hand. But took a little while with this little 3/8 arbored Chicago Electric cutter, but it did do a more precise job than trying to use my big right angle one. But I'll get the second one cut out, and I'll bring you all back when I get that done. Alright guys, got both pieces cut out. This is going to be what it kind of looks like here. Got the crossbar here, here's the center hole. These pieces are going to stand up on the end just like that. And this will be the front edge here. That'll be the back edge. Yep, should come along pretty nice. Just got to get the welder out now. I got everything all kind of sanded up, cleaned up. Got to take some measurements, make sure my measurement from this point to this point is the same on both ends, and then we'll get her tacked up and welded up, and I'll bring you back and show you all that after I get that all done. I think this is going to work out nice, so we'll bring you back after we get it all welded up. Alright guys, we got her all welded up here. It's looking pretty decent, and for my welder I got just a little Lincoln 110. It's the Weld Pack 100. Guesstimating this thing's, I've had it for about 25 years, and maybe a little over that. So I'm guessing this thing's probably 25 to 30 years old, and it just welds with flux core wire. But every once in a while you get a little lucky and you lay a stack of dimes with that thing, and it just makes you all nice and happy, pretty happy. So I've never had any complaints about this thing. I do a lot of welding and everything with it. It's so we'll get it fitted on the get this thing here fitted on the tow bracket here in a second, and we'll bring you back when we do that. Alright guys, got it all welded up. Got it just sitting here on the tow bar. And if you notice here, I added a couple supports. Even though this is 3/16, I felt better. I feel better about having the extra supports in there. But you know, I can get pretty good turn out of that. So I think I'm gonna try to find a piece of pipe that'll fit down over this center section here, just to keep this wobble out of it. But I don't know. Depends on what I can find. You know, it does wobble quite a bit. So, but yeah, that'll I'll find something, I think. But that's it. We'll bring you back if when I find a piece of pipe there and weld it on and get that taken care of. Bring you back on the next one. Alright guys, like I showed you in the last one, we got this all welded up. Decided to go ahead and make a collar to fit down over this piece here, and I'll weld it onto the bottom of the adapter I made. And what I did is I didn't have any pipe that would fit around this diameter because it's an oddball size. I just took a piece of pipe that I had laying around, actually split it, took a chunk out, took it in a vise, and kept basically pinching it this way and pinching it this way, and take a little bit out until I got it to where it fits on there fairly decent. That fell on the ground. Don't do that. Luckily I got steel-toed shoes on, but I think that'll be perfect. It's got a little bit of slop in it, but you know, not enough that's going to hurt anything. So what I'll do is I'll lay it on the bottom side of this thing here. Let me get it up here on the table. I'll center it up on there, kind of like that, and I'll start tacking around it and put vice grips on it to make sure that it holds its shape. I may tack it here and here first probably, but I may go ahead and just take another little thin sliver out of that just to make sure. But yeah, I think it's going to work out great. So when I get this all cleaned up and ready to weld on there, I'll bring you all back. Alright guys, got it all cleaned up, got it clamped in place. I think it's gonna work out just nice, just fine. I'm gonna get the welder set up here and start laying some weld. We get it all welded up, and we'll bring you back again. Guys, we got it all welded up. Pivot's on there nice. She won't come off. Has a little bit of movement left and right, a little bit forward and backwards, but you know, did a fairly decent job welding her. Like I said before, many times, I am no professional welder. Anything you see me do or anything on my channel, it is for purely entertainment purposes only. Not instructional, so do it at your own risk. But I think I'm going to throw a little spray paint on there, and we'll call her good. But we'll get her all hooked up and everything, get the tow tractor all hooked up, and show you how this thing works. So we'll bring you back when we do that.